kind of, in a sense, celebrating a spiritual birthday. Don't you remember what Jesus said to Nicodemus? He said, you must be born again. And old Nicodemus has been teaching people for years and years and years. You worked your way to heaven. This blew his mind. You don't work your way to heaven. It must be a spiritual birth, something he could not do in and of himself. And we got a young man this morning that has shown us evidence of a new spiritual birth, and he's going to come share how God did that. Come on, Lane, and share your testimony with us this morning.
Before I got saved, I was living a life full of sin. I was cussing, hanging out with the wrong people, didn't care about church, just went to be going. Then one day, I killed a big buck, and my buddy Bradley Campbell called me and said, hey man, I seen that deer that you killed, and we talked about hunting. And then he said, you need to come to church with me. A few weeks later at school, he said, man, our youth night is Sunday. You need to come out there. So I did, and that night Isaac was preaching on how we can be sweating on a dove stool, September 1st at noon, waiting on a dove to fly by, but we can't be at church. Then it was like a buzzer going off in my head. My heart was changed. My blinders were taken off my eyes, and I realized how I've been living wasn't right, and I needed to turn towards Christ. So I went up to Brother Brian, and we started reading the scriptures, and now I want to read the Bible and help others turn towards Christ. Now it hurts me when I hear others cussing or doing other sins like I was.
Lane, upon your public profession of Christ, I baptize you, my brother, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Buried in the likeness of his death, raised in the likeness of his resurrection. As Lane has just shared a testimony in front of this large crowd, guess what? He gets to keep on sharing as they watch to see, has the old man died? And is the new man risen? Isn't it good to be in the house of God? Let's worship together, Brother Jeff.